looking for all Fallout 76 content? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Dark's Den. Hello, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Dark's Den. I'm your host, Joe Dark, and today we have a special video for you. We have the public test server gameplay, completing the mission Union Dues in Expedition the Pitt. That's right. Now, before we get started, do me a favor. If you like the video, don't forget to smash that like button at the end. If you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you hit that bell, you'll get notified of all new and upcoming content. Okay, today we will show you actual gameplay in the current public test server after it was opened back up again on Wednesday, May 18th. Major spoiler alert, if you don't like watching spoilers of upcoming content, turn off this video right now, because all of the following footage is directly from the public test server. Now, after completion of your Responders Reborn missions, giving you 100% ultraside battery cells required to power up your vertibird for the trip to the pit, you will speak to Skippy and Rucker. Then, of course, head to the elevator to the roof to speak to your pilot and start your expedition. So if you're ready, let's buckle up and get started. All right, up to the roof we go. Now, Union Dues. It's very, very cool. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to take you to see Lennox, give you a little idea of the roof and what's up on the roof here. I'm telling you, the transformation that they've done to the White Springs Resort is pretty cool. It's a great job that they did. Graphics is one thing, but design and creation, they work pretty hard on this, I gotta tell you. Now, here's Lennox. Lennox is going to be your pilot. She's going to take you to the pit. Once you accept this mission, and you'll see from the video how exactly you accept it. You're my ride to the pit. Always choose first options. Number one options get you there quicker, unless you want to hear a lot of lore and see a lot of lore and go through the dialogue tree. But once you do that, she'll give you a couple of things, say, you know, you have the battery. Yes, you have the battery. Okay, I can't do this by myself. I need the battery. So she hands you some hogwash, and she probably uses Brill cream in her hair, I think, maybe a little bit. I got to tell you about this Expeditions and the Responders. A lot of women, a lot of female characters. Here's your Expeditions page. You're gonna get this every time you pull it on up. Then don't forget, if you're not on a team, create a team. So you get those extra 2 stamps being the captain of the team. Now, right now, as you can see, somebody else is going on the expedition as well. He's not on my team, or she's not on my team. So I'm going on my own right now, but people can join my team and then join me in the expeditions, which is actually what happens here. So, okay, so what I did was I go to the main page, your map, and then you click on that little icon, and that Expeditions the Pitt comes up and asks you if you want to start your new expedition. You start it, and the only one that's up right now is Union Dues. There are going to be others. And this leaves a lot of options, that availability to adding new missions. So this is what I was talking about once you're on the vertibird and you're on the way to the pit. It's like a cutscene. If you had a squad with you, they'd all be in their seats. Right now, I'm on my own, so I'm by myself. You can talk to this intercom up here. And when you do, you speak to Hex. She's the woman that's going to be at the pit, that's going to let you know what your missions are for the day. So you're going to speak to her. Now, there are a number of different missions to begin part 1 of Union Dues, and you'll see when you get there. So when the cutscene ends, you'll arrive in the pit, and you'll see you'll be on the roof of a derelict building, and Lennox, of course, is your pilot. She's smoking a butt waiting for you to finish what you got to do. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to come down and you're going to find Hex. Hex is down here. She's in the rubble. You'll find her. She'll call out to you. Actually call out to you. Say, hey, you. Hey, come here. Yeah, she's kind of rude a little bit. But anyway, you go down and you find Hex. And what Hex is going to do is she's going to give you your mission parameters. Now, there are different missions. There's your Hex. Okay, she's going to go over and give you your missions. There are a number of different missions to begin part 1. There's different parts. There's actually 3 parts to Union Dues. Okay, she's going to set you up with the first one, part 1. Now, part 1 is going to give you either, and there's going to be plenty more. So the only 2 that I know of so far is part 1 of the overall mission is to protect and defend a saboteur. It's a member of the Union, and you have to protect and defend the saboteur from the enemies, who are the fanatics. It's a raider group, and you actually follow the saboteur around and defend him while he sets up his bombs in specific areas. And let me tell you, this is a large map consisting of destroyed buildings and factories. Another version of part 1 is to kill all the marked enemies in a specified area near the foundry. They will all be marked with diamonds above their heads. When one group is defeated, another group will spawn. And when you complete defeating all of the spawned groups, which there's quite a bit, that will allow you to complete phase 1 of the main mission. That gives you phase 1 of the main mission. That's part of the mission. It's not the only part, though. Now, also, apparently, there are other part 1 missions, which I think is a nice element in that you won't know which quest you'll have until you get to the pit. In a way, it's kind of like the daily ops, but in the daily ops, once you pull it up, you'll know what you have to do. With this, you won't know until you get there. So that's different. That's unique. I kind of like that. And it's going to be different each time. So that's another element that Bethesda has put into this. It's made it just different, unique, and more fun to me. Okay? So once you've completed part 1, that will bring you to the second stage, part 2 of Union Dues. So, and let me tell you, I gotta be totally honest with you. This place is huge. It is humongous, and it's gonna take you time to find these enemies, locate them, and again, I went in, I was a level 10. Somebody joined me, they were a level, I don't know what level they were. One person joined me, so he was there helping me out a little bit. But as a level 10, to do this all by yourself, it's not easy. I died like 6 times. But you can get through it. Even if you're a level 10, you could still get through it. Once you die, you spawn right back there. It's not like you're going to go back to Appalachia and start all over. So you continue to spawn there until you complete the mission. And that's the other thing. There is no time limit in Expeditions to Pitt. There is no time limit. You can take as much time as you want. If you got 3 hours to play this game, I don't know, some people play for a few hours a night, some people play for a few hours over the weekend when they get out of work. It all depends on how you play, but if you have a few hours to play, you can spend as much time as you want over at the pit. It's huge. The buildings are massive. So, again, there's no time limit, so you can take your time. Now, once you defeat all of the enemies you need to defeat, or once you protect the saboteur and everybody's defeated, that will move you on to part 2 of the main mission. It takes some time. This whole thing took time. I'm going to be honest with you. Even after I was joined by a few other people, 2 other people, I think, maybe 3 other people, joined me during this first part of the mission. You'll see it in a couple of minutes. It took us over an hour to complete this. And I'm going to tell you something else. We couldn't find... There are side missions to this, okay? There are side missions that you have to do as soon as you can. One is you have to retrieve 5 metal ingots. I think they're steel ingots. Okay? That's one side mission. Now you want to complete both of the side missions. There's 2 side missions. And each one gives you stamps, which is the big reward for this. That's the new currency, stamps. That's going to get you the new rewards. So one of the side missions is through your way in the foundry, is what they call it. That's the big structure, the big factory that they're in. You have to find 5 metal ingots. And then when it's over, you have to turn them in. That will give you completion to that side mission. The other side mission is, well, and there's going to be more different side missions that you can get. Right now, there's 2. There's the collecting 5 metal ingots, and the second one is finding supplies. Now, this reminds me a little bit of the event Riding Shotgun, where not only do you have to protect the Brahmin going through the tunnels, but you also have to find the supplies. This is a lot similar. Here's the problem with this. Finding the supplies in that tunnel in Riding Shotgun is a lot easier than finding the supplies in this massive map. It could be any place. They're always random. They always spawn in random locations, so you don't know where these supplies are going to be. It could take you a very, very long time. There are many people that have done this solo and have never found them at all. None. And with this, you'll see at the end of this video, we only found 3. Actually, did we find 3? No, we found 1. We found 3 metal ingots, and we found 1 supply crate. That's it. That's all we could find. So this is a very lengthy mission. This is not a 5 or 10 minute mission. This is not something you complete in 10 minutes. This isn't even something you complete like Radiation Rumble in 20 minutes. This is going to take you, I'm telling you right now, an hour. At least, maybe more. If you want to complete the side missions, it's going to take you quite a long time. So, once you complete the first part, now you go back and you're going to talk to Hex, and she's going to give you part 2. Now, part 2 of this event is, right now, there's a few of them. 2 I know of. One is you have to find 2 briefcases with their dead drop briefcases. You have to find those, and they are somewhere in the foundry, and the foundry is massive. Okay, the other one that I know of, which is the one that we did, was you have to find 3 safes containing plans. Now, these safes or these briefcases will spawn in random locations inside the foundry. So it's not like once you do it once, you're going to know where it is. It could be any place in the foundry. This place is huge. It's got many levels. It's got walkways. It's got tunnels. It's got rooms, and it's got massive areas. It is a pretty wild place. Now, it's a great location too. I mean, it's a great location to explore. There are tons of enemy fanatics to kill. Tons. They're all over the place. Now, speaking of fanatics, they are a unique version of the Raiders. Their armor and outfits are super cool. New enemies is another thing this game needs. The other part 2, may be to locate plans in 3 different safes in the Foundry. Again, same thing as the briefcases. Locations are random. They can only be located through a transponder signal, which only activates when you get close to them. So when you get close, you'll see it on your compass. You'll get this yellow glow, and you'll know you're in the general area. And again, it's like the other events that they have where you're in the area. You'll get that round the gold circle. You'll get that too. So it'll give you an idea of the area to search. Okay? Now, that it's gonna take you quite a while to do that. Quite a bit. Very time consuming, and all while battling fanatics. It's nice gameplay. It's good gameplay. It was fun, actually. I gotta be honest, it was really fun. I really enjoyed this. And it's got so many different elements. And this is only part 1. Yeah, this is only part 1. This is just the start. Okay? So, collecting all of them is your primary objective. Once that's done, part 2 of the main mission has a few different elements. And the elements all have to do with chemical weapons that the fanatics are producing in the Foundry. So it's the production of chemical weapons by the fanatics. And our objectives, they're random, one is to find different chemicals and collect them all from supply crates, from containers, even from fallen fanatics. You have to collect all the chemicals you can, and this helps to destabilize their chemical weapon production. So that is the important part of this. That's what your secondary mission is inside the Foundry. Another takes a long time. That's one. The other is what we're going to do in this video, and that is locating cylinders of poison gas and destroying them. There are 5 cylinders that you have to find, and once again, they're random throughout the Foundry. You have to locate them, and then you have to destroy them. Shoot them, grenade them, molotov, whatever you can to destroy these 5 cylinders. That's what you need to do. That is another option in this second part of the mission Union dues. 3 total parts. 1, collect the plans or the dead drops. 2, either collect all of the chemicals to destabilize their chemical weapon production, or destroy the poison gas filters to complete the second part of the mission. Now, the objectives, as well as the locations, change often. So each one you go to is going to be different, which is also great. It makes the game fresh to do stuff like this, to make everything different each time you go. And it's even better than the daily ops, because the daily ops, you know what the changes are. If it's double mutations, you know it. It shows you before you go in. Well, this doesn't. So it's a lot better. I like it. Doing the mission alone can take a really long time. If you ask me, it would take too long to do it by yourself. But if that's all you want to do, if you want to go on and play for 3 or 4 hours in a day, and that's all you want to do, you take your time, complete it all. And that's the best part. If you can complete it all, then you can get the most rewards possible, all of those stamps. Now, remember, just by completing the main mission, you get 1 stamp. And you need stamps to get these rewards. And they're going to come out with more rewards. Right now, Giuseppe has like 35 rewards. I think 12 or 13 of them are plans, and the other one are mods for your auto axe and your Union power armor. But he's going to get more. This is just the beginning, and it's not even dropped yet. So I know by the time this comes out in September, hopefully, as all goes well, we will be getting more stuff that Giuseppe will have. And that stuff is expensive. So collecting stamps is your goal. It's your main goal in doing these events. So 1 stamp for the main mission. If you're the captain of the team, you get 2 stamps extra. So that's a total of 3. Okay? Now, the side missions, you can get a total of 7 additional stamps by completing those other 2 side missions. So between the 7 and the 1 for the main mission is 8. If you're the team captain, you can get 10. So you can get anywhere between 8 and 10 if you complete the main mission and the 2 side missions. That's very important, but it's going to take you a long time. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for it to take a long time. Now, I don't know if they should change the currency. The way it is now, it's going to take way too long to buy those plans. When I went over in my last video, it's just too much of a grind. So I think they're going to change that and give you more stamps per mission, or decrease the value of the items that Giuseppe is selling. One or the other, but I believe they're going to do that because right now they are getting too much negative feedback from the PTS, and it just started. So yeah, they're hearing bad news from the players. It's just way too much. It's way too hard. I mean, even if you got 10 stamps, I mean, Danilo's hat, his headwear, is 140 stamps. You'd have to do this 10 times. So it would take you 10 hours to get his hat. I mean, it's ridiculous. So NG on that. They're going to change that, no doubt. But changing that is very easy. Adding more rewards, something else that's very easy. And the implementation of not only new missions, because we're supposed to get another one besides Union dues. Besides that, they can add more. This is a whole nother area that they can add different missions in. It's going to be great. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of the fanatics. That's another great thing too. This is a vast area to explore. Tons of enemies to kill. And it's a lot of fun. Now, although it takes a long time, and this is the one where we have to blow up all of the poison gas cylinders. There's 5 of them total. If you notice, up in the top right-hand corner, it'll give you your progress. See, right now we have 0 of 5 gas tanks on the belt. All right, so, and we have the option collect steel ingots. We have 3 of 5. Options, return the supplies to Wicker. So if you find supplies, you're going to have to return them to Wicker before you leave. That'll complete that portion. If you find the steel ingots, you'd also have to return them. That would complete that side mission. So don't forget to do that before you complete this. That's very important, because if you have them, let's say you have the supplies and you don't bring them to Wicker and you leave, you complete the event and you leave, well, that's it. There's one of the canisters. that contains the poison gas. You have to destroy that. So if you notice, once we destroy this, you will see that change. Yeah, if you notice, I'm a very low level. So you can see that I don't have many weapons to use, but it's okay. Actually, while I was doing this, I leveled up twice. Okay, I leveled up twice by doing this. So it's a good event. There's a lot of XP. And if you notice, there's that one. So now it's 1 of 5. We got to get 4 more. If you notice, every time, and if an enemy is down and you haven't gone to him, he will continue to glow until you've gone to him to pick up the items that he dropped. So, and it is similar to the daily ops, where they will give you back the ammo that you used during the mission. So, like right here, I'm using a hunting rifle. That's all I can use. I'm getting 308 ammo. Every time an enemy goes down and I go to their corpse, I will pick up 308 ammo and occasionally a stim pack. So that's the way it is right now. And we're rolling now. This is going to be poison gas number 4. And boom. They're hard to, I'll tell you, these canisters, they're not easy to destroy, but you got to destroy them. And that's the key. So 4 or 5, we need 1 more. And I think one of my teammates, if you notice, we got a full squad now. Our teammate's going to get the last can. And so here, we're ready to go. We finished all the canisters. Now what we have to do is we have to go outside to complete part 3 of the main mission. We did not, I told you we did not find all the supplies. We did not find all of the 5 ingots. So we're not going to complete the side missions. But once you complete the missions, part 1 and part 2, whatever they may be, then you're going to have to return to Hex. She actually, as soon as you finish, she actually starts calling you and asking you for help to come to her aid. And when you get there, you're going to notice that they're in deep doo-doo. Why are they in deep doo-doo? Well, this is part 3 of the main mission. Part 3 of your main mission is to come back to all of the Union faction and help them defeat waves of trogs. Yes, these are the trogs, and they are very, very cool. And you know, they remind me of albino Wendigos in a manner of speaking. But you know what? It brings Fallout lore back. We welcome more Fallout lore into 76 for sure. Okay, and they've done it here. And again, it's like every other, Bethesda. They have this thing for 3 waves. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get 3 waves of trogs that are going to come in that you have to defeat. And at the end, you are going to get their trog boss. He is the strongest of all the trogs, and you're going to have to defeat him as well. And that's the key. Now, the trogs are going to be in 3 different areas. So you're going to have to go to each area to defeat them. So you're going to have to do some more running around. And I'm telling you, this is a big joint. Let me tell you, I liked it. I really liked it. It's a big, big area, and they can add a lot more things here. So let's hope for the best. But here's the other wave of trogs. And once you defeat this way... Now, if you notice, right here in this scene, one of the Union members falls down, and he needs to be revived. I go over to try to revive him, but a trog comes over and kills him before I get the opportunity to. I don't know what happens if you revive them. I don't know if you get anything extra. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But I'm telling you, these trogs are pretty cool. I really, really like them. And another good enemy. another new enemy that we're facing is all the better. Hopefully Trogs will come to Appalachia. You know, they might wander over, so maybe hitch a ride on the Vertibot. I don't know. But the end Trog, the boss Trog is, and you'll hear this big spooky music when he comes in. But once he comes in, I forgot his name. We'll see in a second. He'll be coming in a second. That'll be the final portion of this wave. And he'll be coming. He's got a diamond over him. So you'll be able to spot him. And once all the Trogs are defeated, and you know, this place is such a big place. It takes you time just to look around. Here's the boss. He's not that big, but he's the Trog Devourer. Now, also, you got to remember this. I was only at level 11, I think, or maybe 12. So they're going to spawn same level as I am, which is a good thing, I guess, if you're a lower level. They help you out here. So if you go in with a bunch of other high-level guys, you're going to be going up against some very strong enemies. So that's it. We defeated the Trogs. Now it's over. Now, when you finish and ready to go, you can return to Hex. You speak to her, she will thank you, and give her goodbyes until next time. Now, at this point, you have the option to return to Lennox and the chopper for a ride back to Appalachia, if you wish. Or stay and explore, it's up to you. But here's the kicker. When the captain of your squad returns to Lennox for completion, the entire team spawns out and back to Appalachia. That's what happens. So if you want to stay, make sure your captain knows you want to stay. Make sure nobody goes back to Lennox and you can explore. So there you have it. There's the pit and the Union dues. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think so far. I'd love to hear your input and suggestions. Everybody have a great day. Take care.